I'm back. There's no subscribers here, so it doesn't matter. But today's video, we're gonna be talking about 5 ways to not grow your Etsy. And you're gonna be like, do people actually do this? And I'm gonna say, yes. I've seen it so many times. And it's not good. They're just not good practices. So here are 5 ways to not grow your Etsy. Okay. Rule number 1. Don't ever buy your own product. Don't try to be sneaky. Etsy will know somehow. You can't just, log into Google Incognito and, they're not gonna know that it's the card that's linked to your actual shop. That's just not how it works. Don't buy your own product. It's not gonna boost anything. It's gonna get you shut down, unfortunately. So just avoid that at all costs. And if somebody says they're gonna do that, tell them not to. Even if you haven't experienced it yourself. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you might get away with it, but like, do you want to risk that? Don't do it. Okay, number 2 of how not to grow your Etsy. Do not exasperate your Facebook friends or your Instagram friends. DM blasts, so saying like, hi, it's Camille, how are you? Don't ever start with that one. That's just not good, like, human things to do. And then they'll say something like, hey, I would really appreciate it if you would buy my product and leave a review. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. That immediately makes your product very devalued, if you will. You will find that there's maybe like a 1% chance that people you know will actually buy your product. I know it makes sense that the people around you would probably buy your product because it's accessible and you don't have to ship it or anything like that. It's just not. I don't know why people are like that, but they will not buy your product. It's a very low chance. And that's not to be negative. They can support you in their own way and you can accept that. But yeah, you'll find that no one you know will probably buy your stuff. That was a downer, but next. Number 3, don't bother people in their IG DMs. And I'm gonna differ this from the last rule. When you say you get a new follower and you immediately message them and ask them to buy your product, or you go into somebody else's likes and you start doing the follow for unfollow, or you go into other people's likes and then you message random people telling them to buy your product, it's a repellent. They will not follow you after that. There's absolutely no chance, no matter how nice you make it. It's bothersome and nobody really wants that on their day-to-day. So don't do that in your IG. If you are gonna message people, how about message people that already bought from you, thanking them? That creates customer experience and they feel special and they feel appreciated, and that does make them want to buy your product again and come back and tell other people. That's a better practice than cold DMing, if you will. Number 4, don't just set it and forget it, my guy. Your listings will sit there forever and they'll have their boost in Etsy and then they'll just deplete and be gone. Yes, it does take 30 days for your SEO to kick in, but after those 30 days, maybe like after a few months, you'll start to see that traffic is going down again. Go back into that listings into your shop, which I will tell you about in a second. Go into those listings and kind of tweak them a little bit. Change it up. Say it's Mother's Day coming up. Put in Mother's Day in your title and in your tag. Just switch it up a little bit. And also, you will want to go into your shop profile and optimize that. I can tell you how to do that in other videos, but your whole profile along with your listings are all part of your SEO. They all need to be tweaked. not often, but maybe every like 3 months, and then let it do its thing. I guess I could give you a couple ways to update your listings. I have it here, please don't laugh at me. I already wrote a blog on this, so if you want to read it visually, that's how you are, go for it. I will link it down below. Okay, so the reason you want to do these things, first of all, is so that Etsy knows that you are alive and well. Etsy wants to know that you're there to start packaging orders when they come. And if you just leave it there and start doing life and not take your shop seriously, it'll just get buried, and then it'll feel like it doesn't exist and you'll never get boosted. So it's important to always tweak your stuff. You can update your shop announcement. You should always be doing this, especially if you have shop updates, you add new products, you want to add in your new website or your YouTube or whatever other platforms you're on. Not a lot of people read it, but when they do, you should add in a coupon code. You can renew a few listings. Renewing isn't as powerful as creating a new listing, but it does boost it for a second. So when you do renew your listings, make sure it's at a time where people are probably on Etsy. So don't renew your listing at 2 a.m. It would be pointless. Check for typos in your description. Always tweak your description. Etsy has already said that descriptions aren't necessarily part of Etsy SEO, but they are part of Google SEO on a very low level. So if you have typos, one, it also helps the customer have confidence in your shop, and two, it just looks better. Why would you want to have a yucky description with typos in it? It just helps. Just do it. Update tags and titles for holidays. I already taught you how to do that. Put in Mother's Day, put in Christmas, put in Hanukkah. Fix your bio to have keywords in it. So as a shop owner, you have a bio in there and it's called My Story. I think there's another spot too for your bio. Tell people about yourself. I'm not saying people are always going to read it, but it's there and you can put keywords into it. Tell them what you make. I make Christian stickers and stationery, so mine says that. It says I do calligraphy services. Calligraphy is a keyword. Things like that still boost your shop SEO. The easiest one, just open and close a listing. Like, act like you're gonna edit it and I don't know, maybe switch a photo around. It's the same thing as opening your Etsy app or logging into Etsy. It makes sure to keep Etsy knowing that you're alive. Stay alive. Update your photos, my guy. Update your photos, because I guarantee maybe like your first, second listing, they're not going to be good photos, and you're going to learn what works and what doesn't. It's the same as Pinterest. What kind of pins work? What kind of pins don't? Just take better photos, I guess. Find a better spot. Update your shop banner. It could be super cute. It could be super informational. People see it if they click on your shop. It's kind of an important aspect. It makes you look put together. That's the only reason I got. Anyways, let's move on to the next and last thing to not do to grow your Etsy. Number 5, don't give up after a month. Etsy is the biggest waiting game of life. If your Etsy only kicks in a month, why would you give up in a month? You haven't even given her time to start. You ain't giving her a chance. Give her a chance. Let her do her thing. Etsy's gonna do her thing. We don't know what she's gonna do. But if everything's set up correctly, there you go. You need to wait. Period. What you can do in the meantime of waiting those 30 days, start an Instagram for your shop or put your stuff up on Instagram. I would suggest making a whole separate Instagram profile for your shop. Promote your product. Make cute little pictures. You don't need to think about beating the algorithm. That's not a thing. The algorithm's been the same on Instagram forever. Do things in the meantime. Make pins for it. The biggest traffic to your shop. I'm pretty sure that's how my shop boosted to begin with before I even learned SEO. So Pinterest is your best friend. Be confident in your product. The more you show that, the more people are gonna want your stuff. More things you can do is create reels. I hate reels. I think they're the worst possible thing that has to be a thing that I have to do for my shop. But it must be done. No, I don't get any buyers from reels. I just want you to know that. They're kind of fun to make. You know, just be careful what songs you're using. Make a link tree. Make a link tree. I don't know what kind of platforms you have, but you could put all of your platform links. You can put your Etsy shop link. You can put your website link. You could put a link to your Spotify if you want, if that's how you connect with your customers. Everybody's unique and different. If you have other platforms, if you have other websites, other things you like, you will find people who like the same thing. And then last, make Instagram friends. They're wonderful. You can all help each other and ask each other questions. Go in Clubhouse. I don't know what you guys do. The kids are doing these days. But it is very powerful. It builds your confidence. And it kind of gives you someone to fall back on when you don't know how to deal with something. Be nice to people. Don't spam them. That's how you make friends. How you would make friends in the real world. Make friends like that online. Have awesome Instagram, Etsy shop friends, and we all kind of encourage each other and ask each other questions, and I love it. That's the community I had prayed for, so I suggest it. Those are the 5 ways to not grow your Etsy, plus some tips on how to grow your Etsy and how to start. You can do it. You can be patient. You can do it without cold DMing and cold messaging. People are gonna like your personality. They're gonna love how you are. They're gonna love your aesthetic or what you do, what you make. So be confident in it. The confidence will grow as you grow with your shop and as you grow in learning what you make. You're not gonna know everything before you start this Etsy shop. You can only learn when you're actually doing it. So have that confidence, and I hope this helped you. So if it did, like, subscribe, comment. If you have tips for other Etsy shop owners, give me your best Etsy tip that has helped your shop or helped you or helped your Instagram. We could all use a little bit of encouragement here. So go ahead and comment those things down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.